I'm Earl Stewart. I welcome you to Earl Stewart on Cars Mystery Shopping Report. Our target this week in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Toyota of Murfreesboro. We've been to Murfreesboro before. They're part of a greater trend we've observed. Once you get north of Orlando, dealers start behaving better. The moral there is, it isn't the owners of these dealerships. See, the owners are removed. The less control you have, the more out of control you get, and the worse your customers get treated. And it's apparently a rural or laid-back cultural thing. And we look at all the different dealerships we've shopped, and they've all been nice. So we'll see what happens here. When Agent Lightning gets good treatment in Murfreesboro, it's because the salesman's not caught up in the same desperate rat race that a salesman in Hollywood, Florida is, or Coconut Creek. That is why we feel less guilty sending Agent Lightning on missions to places like Greensboro, Pennsylvania, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Murfreesboro Toyota. It'll be interesting to see how they handle a sale during the ongoing inventory crisis. Down here in South Florida, most, if not all, Toyota dealerships are selling over MSRP plus junk fees, and that's our new word we learned from the Federal Trade Commission, who went after Napleton and some other folks.
Thank you, Uncle Sam.
Yes. Operation Report. I'm speaking as if I am Agent Lightning. We hadn't even climbed out of the car when we were greeted by an enthusiastic salesman named Azim. His name tag read Azim Z. Khan, and he introduced himself as Z. My husband had spotted him watching us when we pulled in. We knew we had an aggressive salesperson on our hands. Well, aggressive is a relative term, right? Z noticed our Florida plates, asked if we lived locally because Murfreesboro Toyota was not selling vehicles to anyone out of state. Z asked what we were interested in getting. I told him either a RAV4 hybrid or a Highlander hybrid. He said he knew that they had no Highlander hybrids in stock, but he thought he had a RAV4 hybrid XLE premium that may have been available. Z asked me my top 3 color choices. I guess that was in case the in-stock one wasn't really available. I told him I was open to anything but red. Z asked us to follow him inside so he could get some more information from us. We gave him my son's local address, then he excused himself to find out about the RAV4 hybrid. Z was back in 3 minutes to report that the RAV4 he thought was here was actually not available for sale until tomorrow because it needed to be reprogrammed. And it was red. How do you like that? The MSRP was $39,623 with no addendum. Bum, ba bum, bum. See, that's not good.
It's a stealth addendum.
Yeah, that's not good. I asked if it was possible to test drive it because I had never driven a hybrid before. She said we could drive it around the parking lot. He said that Terry Taylor, their owner, who owns 122 dealerships, doesn't allow cars that need to be reprogrammed to be driven off the lot, which makes a lot of sense. Because the manufacturer says don't do it. She said that this particular car has something going on with the traction, and that would be the software reflash that Rick would use the term there, and it could be a liability for the dealership if anything happened. I agreed to drive around the lot. Z knew a lot about Toyota and a lot about hybrids. He told us he'd sold many different brands of cars, but Toyota's by far the best. He said that about 90% of all RAV4s sold are still on the road. That's probably true. I don't know. I said that was impressive. We headed back inside. My husband excused himself to make a phone call. He knows I operate best alone. Z and I found a desk and sat down. Z wanted me to know, first of all, that there was a severe car shortage. He said that he didn't want any surprises, so he told me they had a $5,000 markup on all of their cars, and they should have put it on the addendum label, but they didn't. I said that was surprising. I let Z know that we had done some shopping in South Florida, and the Toyota dealers down there was not going over MSRP. Z told me all dealerships are marking their cars up over MSRP, and if they say they aren't, they're lying. He may have believed that. Most dealers that say they're not selling over MSRP are lying. Z came back with a worksheet, but before he reviewed the figures, he went over some of the perks of buying from Murfreesboro Toyota, especially their free lifetime warranty. Mr. Taylor is very wealthy, and he is. Probably has millions in the bank, maybe billions. I don't know. And that's how he can afford to warranty all the cars. That's just silly.
Yeah. He says he's so rich, he's going to give you a lifetime warranty.
Hey, listen, Mr. Taylor is so rich he can sell you the car. Well, if he's so rich, why do you want to charge me $5,000 over a sticker?
So rich, why doesn't he give me the car?
Right. He should be given the car. The top line was labeled market value selling price, and that's on the worksheet. $44,623, $5,000 over MSRP as promised. There was a $798 dock fee. That's a hidden fee, a dealer fee, plus sales tax and non-tax fees. That's more non-tax fees with the junk fees and markup. Murfreesboro Toyota was selling his RAV4 hybrid for $5,798 over MSRP. Okay, I told Z I wasn't paying almost $6,000 over MSRP. I needed to find my husband. I said also really didn't want to overpay for a color I don't like, red. I don't want a red RAV4. I didn't even like. I got up, thanked Z, and walked out. And there we are. Lifetime warranty. It's a powertrain warranty. They don't like to talk about that. And as I've said over and over again, powertrain warranties aren't worth the paper they're printed on. And here's the salesperson, Z, telling Agent Lightning that Terry Taylor's so rich he can afford to warranty every car. Well, it doesn't cost Terry Taylor anything because powertrain warranties, the conditions that you read if you ever get a copy of the warranty, tell you that you have to maintain the car carefully, that you have to bring into the dealer, and I'm sure they say at least have the factory recommended maintenance, plus probably more maintenance. And if you do that, you're not going to have a problem with the lubricated parts on the car. Powertrain warranties only cover the lubricated parts of a car, and they don't cover the expensive stuff. They don't cover the navigation packages, the Bluetooth, the entertainment centers, the electrical, computerized, the modules, and the rest of it. It only covers the axle, the drivetrain, the pistons, the engine block, and this stuff that never fails. Okay, we finished Murfreesboro Toyota's secret mystery shop, and we need to vote.
I think I'm going to give him a C+.
For me, I say D.
I give them a D.
I have to give them a C-. I mean, they're certainly far better than they passed, and there are two violations. The addendum label not being on the car was a violation, and I just can't control myself on the pitch they made on this worthless warranty because Terry Taylor was so rich he was giving away a worthless warranty. The no addendum was
That's not good.
Yeah, it was subterfuge by omission, and the MSRP in Florida is considered advertising. So in effect, they were advertising the car, although they did disclose verbally, and not disclosing the extra $5,000. So that's a violation. Hi, this is Earl Stewart. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to be notified of new videos that we post to our YouTube channel, simply click on the subscribe button and the bell icon in the lower right-hand side of the screen.